Hello, it was on this day in 1941 that Joan Baez was born, a singer whose career spans 6 decades. She sang on the steps of Lincoln Memorial alongside Martin Luther King during his march on Washington, sang We Shall Overcome, and her peace activism has extended right the way through her life, including a recent visit to Ukraine. She describes how she discovered in her mid 50s that she was suffering from dissociative identity disorder. This is a condition that emerges out of childhood trauma, severe abuse. And though I'm absolutely no expert in it, I think what it means is that you are subject to trauma that is so unbearable that your psyche produces other personalities to offer support, to help you to escape, to enable you to cope with this powerful trauma. And these multiple personalities can be very varied, and they stay with you then for the rest of your life. And what Joan Baez discovered was in her mid-50s that she was suffering from insomnia and mood swings and depression. These and other symptoms like amnesia are very common symptoms of DID. And she went to a therapist who diagnosed this multiple personality disorder condition and enabled her to, while continuing to recognize these different personalities within her, to control them and to integrate them, so that she now says she feels much more of a whole person. Now, that, of course, is quite a severe and very nasty mental condition that does require therapy. But what it made me think of is something much more ordinary and probably psychologists will say quite different, but it reminds me of the way in which, as individuals, we have different parts of us that are drawn out by the different contexts in which we operate, so that we might feel that we're one kind of person when we're with our families and another kind of person at work, or we might be another kind of person with our friends and a different kind of person with people we're really intimate with on a one-to-one basis. We have different bits of us that are drawn out, different personalities, if you like, that we reveal in different contexts. It's partly because I think we know what's expected of us in different contexts, and we like to be liked, and so we let that bit of us which fits with what's expected of us emerge in the context in which it's most comfortable to do so. But it may not be the sort of bit of us that we want to reveal in another context. And so we, like Joan Baez, but in a very, very different way, do have multiple personalities that we reveal in different situations. And I think, as with her, what we need to do is to recognize that we're doing this, not to be worried about it, but to try and integrate these different bits of us so that we feel whole and not so much that we're being a different person in a different situation. I think one way to do this, of course, is not to care so much about what people think of us, and I think that tends to happen to us as we get older. But if you don't mind so much what people think of you, you're more likely to be able to be yourself in every situation in which you operate. And so I just thought that Joan Baez is sharing with us, in a brave sort of way, really, that she has had this condition. It might help us to think in a much more ordinary situations that most of us experience about how we relate, how we can make the different bits of us come together into one person, into who we really, deep down, actually are.